Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's episode. So today I have a few more DIYs for you, and the first one is going to be this faux pre-lit garland. I've been wanting to decorate my front porch with a pre-lit garland for a couple years now, but they are pretty pricey. But I found a really easy and affordable way to make one. So I found this 50 feet long garland at Target. It was normally $10, but they were having a sale, so I only paid $7 for it, which is so good because look at how much garland this is, you guys. This is a whole lot. I don't really know how much it is until I unwrap it. But anyways, I wanted to hang it on the doorway, so what I did was nail two nails on each corner, the top two corners, and then nail the nail upwards to make it serve as a hook. I actually left a little bit of product hanging on the bottom because I didn't want it to be kind of short. I wanted it to dangle a little bit on the ground. And then I just wrapped all of my pillars in the front porch, which was actually 3, and then the little fence along the front porch as well. So as you can see, I already had my Christmas lights wrapped around my pillars. All I did was pretty much go over them with the garland. For the doorway, I used these Christmas lights with the bigger bulbs on them. I wanted this to serve as a statement piece, which is why I went with the bigger light bulbs, and then just wrap it ever so slightly around the garland. So I already had these lights from the years before and they still worked, so I just ended up using whatever I had. Next year I will upgrade for sure because I think that this is the last year that they will work. But anyways, all I did was wrap them with the garland over it and then just maneuver the lights so that they would still shine through, and they ended up working well. And this is the final look of the faux pre-lit garland. It actually looks so beautiful. I love the way that this turned out, especially the doorway is my favorite because of the bigger light bulbs. It does actually work as a statement piece, and what I'm most stoked about is the price, you guys, because I think that this is the best thing I've come up with this year. I am obsessed with it all. Look at how pretty this shines through. You would have never guessed that there's white lights underneath. I did my best to hide it, and like I said, this garland does not look cheap at all. It's actually, I feel like it's worth more than what it actually costs, but you know what? I'm happy with that. Next year, I will for sure upgrade my lights, you guys. Don't worry. They'll be the green cord, not the white. Next up is going to be a DIY wreath. Well, sort of DIYing because I feel like Christmas wreaths are really pricey as well. And it's like you have to buy a wreath for every holiday. So I found a new way to reuse the same wreath every year. I bought this plain wreath at Michael's for $10. I got this garland at the Target dollar spot for $3, I think like 2 years ago, and this wood plaque as well. I just painted it with gold glitter to make it pop, and all I did was tie it, and I just used a jute string to tie it to help it hang, and also because it would go with the rest of my decor as I used a jute rug everywhere else. So next I'm just wrapping the garland all around the wreath and fixing it up to my liking. I wanted these to pop forward, obviously, because I wanted them to show through because the garland doesn't have many of them, so I just had to work with this a little bit. It was kind of hard because obviously they don't all stick forward like I wish they would, but it was okay because I actually really liked how they ended up looking. And then all I'm going to do is place the joy sign in front of it. Obviously you need a wreath holder, and I got this one I think at Michael's as well, and it was $5, so you can reuse it every year for every occasion, every holiday, every time you want to hang a wreath, which is a cool thing about it. And all I did was hang the wreath, obviously, and I actually wanted the joy sign to pop out, so I just pulled it forward instead, and I really loved how this looks. You see, this was so effortless, and what I like about this wreath is that I can use it over and over. All I need to do is take off the garland and the joy sign and just add something new to it, which is so cool because you save money. Now on to the wood Christmas tree. I also got this idea from Pinterest, and all I did was grab these 1-bys that I had in our backyard. I saved the scraps, you guys, because I'm always doing DIY projects. So yeah. So all we did was cut them in a 45-degree angle and then just kind of randomly cut them in different sizes. I wasn't too picky about the measurements because I felt like that looked cuter in my opinion. And then for the stand, we also cut just like a peak on the top so that it wouldn't peek through. And here is my husband making the stand on the bottom of it so that it actually stands and doesn't tip over. If you guys remember in my Halloween prop video, this is kind of the same technique, I guess, except that we are cutting a 45-degree angle on the bottom as well, so that it looks more realistic and not too squared. And now all we're doing is nailing the pieces to it. We used a finish gun, I guess is what it's called. You need an air compressor for this, but you know what, it's totally worth it. I'm so lucky that my husband has all these tools because I'm able to make a lot of things. But you can also indefinitely use like the small nails and just hammer them in. And this is the way the stand is supposed to look like. You have to pretty much nail a piece to each side of the main pole. It can be kind of confusing, so you just have to pay close attention to it. And then this is the way that they ended up looking like, all nailed and done. I still needed to paint them. I actually painted them on camera, but apparently it wasn't recording. This is the fun part because you can get as creative as you'd like. I mixed shades of green and then kind of just painted away. This is not the way that they ended up looking like. I actually added more to it, but the camera wasn't recording, so I apologize for that. And here is the final look on the Christmas trees. I painted darker green on it so that it could add definition to the tree. And I also added glitter because when I would light up the lights or turn on the lights, the glitter obviously shines, so it makes it look like they have little lights on them too. And that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoy it, just so that I know what to make for you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye!